Hello, welcome to Frames Per Second. I'm Harry Boom. Joining me as always is...
Alyssa here.
Zarman here.
And the clumsy walrus here.
And welcome to Pokemon. The wonderful world of Pokemon.
Purple versus
Will
purple.
we be without it?
Purple Pokemon versus purple Pokemon there.
In a silly fight because Nidorano was using Tackle against a Gengar.
How silly of him.
Yes.
As we know, that normal moves don't hurt ghost Pokemon,
Yes.
and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So in this run through a Pokemon, I've done it in a way so that I don't actually catch any Pokemon at all. Any Pokemon I get is either given to me or I buy it.
Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose?
No, the purpose is to have my creatures engage in overly elaborate cockfights with other creatures.
Oh, I see.
I just realised how short Professor Oak's legs are in relation to the rest of his body.
Doesn't everyone in this world have that problem?
Well, no, he looks alright. He just Professor Oak looks quite stupid. It's either he's got like ridiculously low-waisted trousers.
It's probably the coat. The lab
It could be
coat.
the coat.
The lab coat has that effect.
Well, so here's a really huge bum bag or pouch, or what you want to call it.
Fanny pack.
Which he's wearing on his front. It looks really weird, doesn't it?
Well, that's where often you keep things. That way you can. It's an easy reach.
I know, but it sticks out so much. It's like my eyes are just drawn to it.
Well, of course. He's Gary motherfucking Oak. Your eyes will always be drawn to his crotch.
You find it amusing how you always start the game playing on your NES.
Or Wii in the or the 64 or the Wii in later games.
Yeah, you're not asleep or you're not doing anything, doing homework or anything. You're playing video games when you're playing a video game.
Well, there aren't any schools in the Pokemon world, except there's one school per region,
And it teaches about Pokemon.
Yeah, why would you be doing homework?
Oh,
Yeah.
everyone must be illiterate in this place.
No, they're just born literate and don't have to read the time to their tutors and everything.
Or just their
They just have nothing
parents?
to do until they reach 12.
Or their parents just teach them.
I suddenly realised most people in the world just stand around and tell you useless stuff in this world.
Yeah, it's like some sort of RPG.
The other thing I noticed is the fact that there is, 3 buildings in this town. One of them's a lab, and there are like 20 people or whatever that live here.
Yeah.
So where did the rest of them all live? Are
I
they
in
just
the
sleeping
forest.
don't know. Maybe they live at the lab.
They're just human experiments being mixed with Pokemon DNA.
Or they could just live there because it's much easier than commuting.
Yeah, but I prefer my evil scientist idea.
And me spending as long as I can trying to work out what to call Bulbasaur. Before settling on my most imaginative names as possible.
Green.
No, that's what I called Gary.
I think it should
Blue.
be something Latin. Get a bit of coachman there.
Bubba. Yes.
Well, at least he's a chance of pronouncing his own name then.
Well, he's a yeah.
I wonder what happens to Squirtle now. Does it just live a life unloved?
Yeah.
I thought it got kidnapped by Blue.
No. What? Well, in the manga, certainly. But if this were the manga, it'd be far more entertaining.
Yeah, then also Green/Gary wouldn't be so much of a dickhead.
Really, when you think about it, he doesn't really do all that much dickish stuff here, except apart from the things you would normally
he's just-
expect from a rival.
He's just an arrogant pain in the arse, which is more annoying than somebody who's actively evil. Because at least you feel justified about hating them.
Well, yeah, you're not justified in hating him.
He's just really annoying by just rubbing it in all the time.
Well, he is better.
Yeah,
He's
but
against Ashballs.
Hmm?
least against Ash, because then again, Ash said he was going to go out and catch them all and beat the Elite Four and never did anything he said he was going to do.
He has won 3 tournaments, I believe.
Yeah, but he never beat the Elite Four, he never beat the Johto League. He hasn't actually won any of the major leagues, I don't think.
No, he has won. Well, he's won a couple of tournaments. I mean, isn't actually an Elite Four in the anime, is there?
There is Pokemon League though, and he lost that.
Yeah, there's a Pokemon League. There's all the other leagues, and he's won 3 leagues, I think. The Orange League, the.
To be fair, the Orange League was basically the equivalent of Boy Scouts with Pokemon.
Yeah. But there's another one which was serious, and the Battle Frontier. That's one he won, in which he beat the 3 Reggies.
The 3 Reggies? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel, and Reggie Rock.
3 guesses what type of Pokemon they use.
3 legendaries.
I had the image of a guy that has pulls his trousers up to his tits, and with massive thick glasses. I think he said Reggie.
Right. Either way, Ash just isn't very good at Pokemoning.
This is true. I really didn't talk to him to get the free potion.
I don't need free potions.
He doesn't need
You took the free potion at the beginning.
Yeah.
You took the free potion at the beginning.
Well, yeah, that's because that one's mine. It's in my PC. I just happen to carry that around.
To be honest, with all this wild Pokemon running about, why wouldn't you have a free potion on you?
I was getting really suspicious of the guy that's sitting up there at the counter in the weird safari hat and the mustache.
What, do you mean the guy at the table?
Yeah.
Is that Wario there?
No, he's nowhere near fat enough to be Wario.
The same guy is right there. He's following you.
Yeah, they only have about 6
4 character models.
They have 6 sprites for just various for people without names.
I swear there's more than that.
Well, there probably is, but not a huge amount. There's 1 youngster. He's just everywhere.
Going on about how good his Rattata is.
That's youngster Joey. He's not in this area.
Thank God. I got so many nuisance calls from him, I had to block him from my phone.
Why would you even keep him on your phone?
Well, I didn't realise how annoying he was at the time. This was the first time I played through the game.
That's everyone who you give your number to is like that. It's not just him.
I got calls from the other one saying, hey, you want to battle again? He called me every 2 bloody minutes saying, hey, my Rattata looks so cool.
Well, his Rattata is cool. It's in the top percentage of Rattata. Which it is.
Is bigger than them.
Yes, that's, again, because it's a sprite, attempting to recreate the image of it. They could give
Why didn't he just give it to us when we were here earlier?
They weren't finished.
He hadn't finished inscribing your name on the front.
Oh, no. I have to wander into the wilderness with an unnamed piece of tech.
Yeah, what if you lose it? Someone will have it for lost and found if there's no way to prove that it's yours.
Yeah, like that. Again, in this series, Professor Oak gives Ash his one, without telling him it's actually got his name, age, date of birth, and hometown on it, stored in its data.
Well, why would he need to tell him?
Does it also have
It's
his
kind
bank
of an
details
important
on it?
thing. You know, it's like...
I would hope he would know what his name, age, and hometown is.
No, it's like, it's actual, like, almost like a driving license, because, Officer generally accepts it as proof of ID. To prove that he didn't steal the Pokemon.
Well, presumably Oak assumed that Ash would be efficient enough so that people wouldn't suspect him of stealing his Pokemon. Obviously, he was wrong.
Or would know, since Pokemon is kind of his life.
Exactly. But, as you can see, you can only ever underestimate the stupidity of Ash Ketchum.
Look at his little legs. Look at his little walking.
Yes, his head is bigger than himself.
So crazy.
It's like that you probably put his backpack inside his hat.
Yeah.
Not green. Oh, rival green. Sorry.
Yes. Really, it should be blue, but it's. The biggest impact that's anything Pokemon has had for me has been the manga, so I always think of him as green.
Oh, is that his name in the manga?
That's his name in the Japanese, because they originally had red and green in Japan.
He is Green Oak.
Yeah, or Greeno Oku in Japan. But here, whether we have red and blue, he's blue, which is why.
Anywhere near as amusing.
Oh, you could just. Yeah, if you get your grammar wrong, he blew oak.
What?
Yes,
What?
he is. Don't worry.
Right. Because in the manga, it makes it annoying because when they do eventually start calling him blue, when they get to the fire red and leaf green arc, it starts getting confusing. Because it's the red gets his hands on blue's Charizard, and blue gets his hands on red's Bulbasaur. So in Japan, it's fire red and leaf green, but in America, it's leaf blue.
Well, wasn't it like Sapphire or something? No, that's the Ruby bit I'm thinking of.
Ruby and
Sorry.
Sapphire's the other Gen 3 game.
It all got very confusing at some point.
Yep. Let us never speak of it again.
Isn't me or just trying to look like he wants a hug?
Why would you not want to hug Charmander?
Because his tail's on fire.
Well, don't hug the back of him, obviously. Well, if
Yeah.
you're hugging the back of him, I'm a bit worried what you're trying to do there.
No, what Charmander's trying to say is, come at me, bro. Take a swing, bro. What you gonna do about it? Do you even lift? Didn't think so.
Whereas Bulbasaur appears to be taking a shit.
Or he's just quadruped. Or he's just a quadruped.
Yeah, but he's a quadruped who's
So it's
leaning
not cruel
backwards and
enough-
sitting back on his haunches a bit.
So he's a quadruped that's sitting.
So it's not cruel enough that you make Pokemon fight each other, but you make a disabled Pokemon fight an able-bodied Pokemon.
What?
I think you got the phrase quadruped and quadriplegic mixed up there, Lee.
I
Yeah.
think I have now, thinking about it.
Quadruped. 4 feet. Goes about
Is
on
it?
4 legs.
Oh. Well, I feel stupid.
And you should.
Do. Whee! Jump. Why are you going back to the city again?
Because I can't go the other way.
Why not?
Because that way the Pokemon legalize and I don't have any badges yet.
Oh, so why'd you go there the first time? Just to fight Green?
Yeah. Because if you go up and get the first badge before going there, then you miss the opportunity to fight him. Until
It's weird because that Pokeball there you can get. You can go if you go down towards the Pokemon League. You can walk around the back of that tree and just pick it up.
Yeah, that's the noob tree.
Well, you're a noob because you didn't go around there and pick it up.
Well, no, because it's just a potion. It's a waste of time.
I wouldn't call a potion a waste of time. Not at this stage in the game.
Well, I don't need it. Maybe by the time I get to what was it? Pewter? Pewter City?
Pewter's the next town, yeah.
Yeah, by the time I get to Pewter, Bubble will already be way too overpowered anyway. Because he's the only thing I'll be using to fight.
That and also he's super effective against Brock, so you know. You're gonna have it easy.
Yeah. Why couldn't our world be more like Pokemon? I wish old people handed me TVs in the middle of the street.
Well, you see, they do. All you have to do is go into their house while they're sleeping, and
I said in the
you.
middle of the street. Not in their
Well,
house.
if you're not willing to put any effort in, there's no free TV for you.
You might want having a yard sale. Problem solved.
Well, then they're not giving it to me, they're selling it to me.
Not if you're going at the end of the day and they're just trying to get rid of the last of the junk.
or if you run very, very fast.
You don't understand what the word giving means, do you?
Giving, taking, I find it results in the same thing.
Sure.
How to avoid everybody in Meridian Forest.
Yeah. I go back and fight these guys anyway, because it's free XP, but...
Just do it off camera.
Yeah. And also cut out wild Pokemon fights.
Because that would probably
Makes
get
the music
booted.
really annoying.
True. I hope you like the first 10 seconds of Cave.
You can go
And,
10 seconds without finding a Zubat?
Yes, occasionally I travel between levels. Also the first 10 seconds of Sea and Surfing.
Yeah, with Tentacool every 2 steps.
Tentacool, the Zubat of the sea.
At least Tentacle's somewhat more useful than Zubat.
And cooler.
Still annoying. Well, both of them are useful, but any Pokemon's useful if you choose to apply it to be.
Oh no, I just find Poison's more useful than Confusion. Poison's a bit more reliable.
Well, it's all useful. If you're training you're evolving your Zubat to a Crobat, then you probably won't be keeping Confuse Ray or Supersonic. You'll be giving it something better.
I'm sure we can all agree at least it's better than Bidoof.
No, Bidoof is much more useful than both of them.
I only ever used a Bidoof for basically HM Slave.
See, I never use HM slaves. But the only HM which is really useless is Cut. All the others I can actually use in a fight. Oh,
You can
except...
technically use Cut in a fight.
Yeah, but it's useless. Oh, and Rock Smash is also useless. The other ones are very useful. Like Surf
Actually,
and
like Fly. Fly's fun in a fight.
Fly is fun. Surf and Waterfall are both decent attacks. Flash is cheap as hell.
I never really bothered with Flash, to be honest, outside of, lighting up caves, because I never really bothered with, mashing the stats. I just went in there and just kicked the damn thing until it fell over.
And that's why you'd never survive in competitive battles.
Yeah, beat the Elite Four.
Well, that's not competitive battles, is it? Elite Four has stupid AI. As a natural person, you get destroyed.
Probably.
Why is Brock white in this game?
Well, what colour should he be?
I could have sworn in the anime he was black. Or at
I
least
don't-
heavily tanned.
I don't know.
He wasn't a very pale guy.
Plus, he's not white anyway. He's Asian.
He's just quite difficult to
Is he?
tell in the teeny sprites. He's about the size of their face to the size of the hair from Brock, at least.
Yeah.
I always feel sorry for Brock.
Why?
Never allowed to train his Pokemon up, always has to lose.
Plus, he's got like 8 kids to look after.
Yep.
Because he's got something dad skipped out of town.
Well,
So
that's
got to
just-
hand out money as well.
Well, that's every Pokemon trainer. And it's only in the anime in which where he has all those people he has to look after. And the levels is just segregation of gameplay and story. When you come here in Gold, he's on the same level as all the other gym leaders. The levels are just to make it so it seems like you're progressing.
And make you feel like a badass.
Exactly. I mean, if you look at like in the manga, you got Brock his stuff is always considered a actual what's the word? His team's always considered to be an actual elite group because that's why he's a gym leader. It's just because you're a little puny person who uses his low-level Geodudes.
Do you think he gives out those TMs to everyone who beats him?
Probably, yeah.
He must
They're
have a
just
load of
CDs.
TMs.
Or they're CDs.
Oh, I assumed they were like rocks.
No, they're CDs. You can see them when you use them on people.